When we left the dock, we didn't know where we were going. I had a couple ideas. Well, here we are. Hey, it's Sam on What Yacht To Do on our trip out of Ottawa and the Gatineau area. We spent 2 nights on the wall and I think a total of 9 nights here. Initially when we got in, we had reservations for 5 nights, and they extended us for 2 additional nights, and we asked them, hey, if you have any cancellations, can you get us in? And they did. So we are now leaving. It's after Canada Day, so the traffic shouldn't be quite as crazy. And we are going to go down the Ottawa River. Not sure if we're going to the lock or if we're going to stop at a marina first. We're going to kind of see what the day looks like. We'll know as we go along.
You're looking good. Very good. Let's see. Looking good. I will. Okay. Taking off from Gatineau. Whole marina. Really awesome place to stay. People, fantastic. So we just left the slip, and that bridge we crossed several times going over to Ottawa. You can see Parliament in the background. There's still a lot of haze from the wildfires, but looks better today. Just need some sunshine or rain. This is the Rideau Falls, and then there's a lot of houses and buildings on the side.
We are about, I guess, 50 minutes from where we departed on the Ottawa River, taking advantage of the current, setting about 1,000 RPM or so, and it's giving us 9.3, which is about the speed, the sweet speed for the boat, and that's in miles per hour. And any faster than that, the boat starts pushing a lot of water, so you don't want to be near it, like say, you know, a slow speed cruise, or hey, get me up on plane. We're certainly not going to put it up on plane. Right now we have 20 feet of water, but we're pretty close to the shore here. And one of the things that Rev and I chuckled about was, as we asked along the Rideau Canal, hey, what's the water look like up ahead? Is there any shallow spots? And we love when they say, stay in the middle, you should be okay. And so you really want to stay in the middle, because even though this is the Ottawa River and your chart software or your planning software is going to draw a route, you really want to check it. I had looked at it last night, and what I missed is it will take you through cuts, and it did that a lot for us on Mississippi River, Illinois River, those types of things. It would take you through cuts, not so much on the Mississippi River, but Illinois River, Tennessee Tom, those areas. There's some places where it will say, hey, this looks shorter, we'll go through here. And while the depth may be okay, you may not want to do that, so be sure that you check that. The other thing is that when we were on the Rideau, I had my depth alarm set for 4.5 feet below the transducers to give me some warning, and that would give me about 2.5 feet under the prop. So when we left today, hey, checklist. You know, I talk about checklists all the time, and you know, your memory is only good as it is, but you'll get distracted. So I look at the checklist and I go, oh yeah, depth alarm, set appropriate depth. And for this is I changed it to 10 feet. Now that's 10 feet below the sensor, so you know that's giving me plenty of warning time. And as we came around one of the turns back there through where a cut would go through to go to one of the marinas, we stayed in the main channel, but it got a little skinny in there, and so I got depth, you know, I go beep beep, it goes beep beep, and I looked and I go, well, what is it, what's it tell me? And it went to 9.5. There are areas along here where it is going to get a little shallow.
Right in front of us is 2 ferries crossing each other. It must be a pretty busy area. What do you think, Sam?
Yeah, because we've seen them a couple different times, so trying to adjust our speed as one gets in and the other one gets out. We shouldn't be a conflict for them.
Upon closer look, there's actually 3 of those ferries going across. A car just got on the one closest to the land and he's taken off.
He's taken off?
Uh-huh. And so the one that came from the other side, he's getting ready to dock there.
He's turning toward us here, I think.
Yes.
Just when I thought it was safe.
Hi. What's going on?
Update, we're about, I guess, about 3 hours into our journey here. We've had some breakfast. We're working on snacks. And also trying to plan, because my plan was, let's go through the lock at Carillon and stay on the lower wall, which is preferred. I've also looked at a marina called Hawksbury in Hawksbury. It's called Golden Anchor, and I've talked to them on the phone, and they have space for us. So that is about maybe 15-20 miles prior to the lock. Now what I did is also called the lock, which is Parks Canada, and ask them to confirm, is it better on the upper wall, which would be for us going down prior to the lock, or go through the lock and stay on the lower wall. And they did confirm that most people like to be on the lower wall, which would be good for us. Let's say we did that today, we would be able to get up in the morning and head to St. Anne, which is just a few miles away, well, like 20 miles away or so, and go through that lock and stay on the lower wall. We'd be close to Montreal. However, the lock master, Parks Canada at Carillon, says we have a problem with the lock, and that problem is that they may not be able to lock us down. However, they are working a couple things on there and asked that we call them back at 1:45. So we are just keeping the slow cruise going along here, and we've got some traffic out there. We've got a ferry going by. What we'll do is call at 1:45, and if it looks like, hey, they have the lock open, I would rather go through the lock, particularly if they fixed it today. No guarantee for tomorrow. So that's our major plan to go, and then if they say no, it's closed, then the crew has to decide whether or not they want to stay on the upper wall with no power at the unpreferred location, or whether we want to go to a marina. So we will have that discussion, and I already know what the first mate is going to say. So we'll make that decision in a little bit and keep you updated on the drama on the Here's to Us.
You know I'm pulling for the marina.
Shocker. Talked to you a little bit earlier about checking your route, and so up here is where Navionics routed me to go through that channel. It's the Dube channel, D-U-B-E, and while it's navigable, I would rather stay on the well-marked channel, the deeper channel. There are there's at least one anchorage up there, so if you were looking for an anchorage, I think you could head into there. But cross-check your routes and make sure, if you want to go up there, okay, they're going up there, but don't let it take you somewhere you don't want to go. Well, situation from the bridge is updated. We've been in contact with the lock, and he's asked for us to call him back in a few minutes right now. And we've also been in contact with a boat that we saw on one of our apps that is there that we know. Just had a conversation with them. They are going downbound. They're a 55-foot boat. And also the tie-up procedure there on the upbound wall heading downbound. If we can't get through the lock, we'd have to tie there. That is no power, and it's a high wall. So option one right now seems to be go to the marina at Hawksbury, have power, but the roll of the dice is, whether the lock is going to be open tomorrow. It has to do with the big guillotine gate that is on that. It's a monster gate, and unfortunately in my mind I'm thinking I've heard of these issues before on the Erie Canal with Lock 17, the guillotine gate. So I'm thinking, oh gosh, that happened to be like a 2-week deal. So what I don't want to do is get down there and can't get through, and then gotta come back to Hawksbury. It's gonna get late in the day. I think we're just gonna press in the Hawksbury marina and make it like it is a vacation. It's not a mission. Eventually that lock will get fixed. They're gonna have a full crew out tomorrow, so we'll reassess the situation, and we'll be in a good position to get, if that lock is open, we'll get through that lock and through St. Anne Lock and into the marina, the Royal St. Lawrence Marina. And of course everything could change. So that's what's going on here now. Rev is got a smile on her face because she heard the word marina. And actually me too, because it'd be good to kind of be at a marina with power. Looks like a neat little place to walk around down there. So we're going to start prepping for that. We're about an hour out, and in 5 minutes I'll give the lock a call and see how we're going to roll the dice. We are glad to be in our slip here at Golden Anchor Marina after a day of, are we going to anchor, are we going to be at a marina, are we going to be able to get through the lock? Well, the lock couldn't guarantee us to get through, and with afternoon thunderstorms, I'm not going to hang out on a lock wall with no power. So Marina Girl, here we are. We got power, we got our splitter on, and we're going to be here. So we're going to head up and check out the town of Hawksbury. That's about 10,000 people here. Seems like it has good reviews, and we're lucky to be here. So we'll see you next time on What Yacht To Do.